to all of you. Once again, welcome to this new week. In the last videos, you have seen about the lesson. Now we will see the question answer of lesson 6 from your New James English Reader. Number A. Choose the correct option as directed. The king met 3 old peasants. Read the descriptions and circle the correct option. Number A. The old man, the older man, the oldest man had strong limbs and a sharp vision. He could hear well and his speech was clear. The oldest man will be the answer. Number B. The old man, the older man, the oldest man needed help to walk. He could see well, but his hearing had weakened with age. The answer will be the older man. Number C. The old man, the older man, the oldest man had a sickly complexion and his teeth were missing. His postures was poor and he could only walk with assistance. His sight and hearing had greatly weakened. The answer will be the old man. Then number 2. What did the last peasant tell the king? Tick the suitable statement. The answer will be number A, B and E. The peasant in his time would sow, reap, thresh and eat their crop. There was enough food for everyone. Then number E. The person believed that they could own only their labor. Number B. Read the sentences and answer the questions. As to buying, I never bought any. Who said these words? The second old man said these words. Number B. What had he never bought? He had never bought any grain or anything else. Why had he never bought any? He had never bought any because in his time money was not yet in use. Number 2. It's the very same kind. Who said this word? The third old man said these words. Then what is it? It is the grain. Number C. What did the speaker compare it to? The speaker compared it to the grain he used to eat in his young days. Number 3. It was a thing no man called his own. What was the thing? The thing is land. Number B. According to the speaker, whose thing was it? The land belonged to God. Number C. What could a man call his own? A man could call his labor his own. Now come to number C. Answer this question. What did the children find in the ravine? The children found a large grain in the ravine. Number 2. How did the object reach the king? A traveler bought the grain from the children for a penny and sold it to the king as a curiosity. Then number 3. How did the wise man discover what the object was? The wise man discovered that the object was a grain when a hen flew in and pecked at it till she made a hole in it. Number 4. Why did the king want to meet a very old peasant? The king wanted to know when and where such a grain was grown, but the wise man could not answer his question. They suggested that the peasant be questioned about it, and so the king wanted to meet a very old peasant. Number 5. Why did the old man describe the object as a fine grain? The old man described the object as a fine grain because it was large and tasty. Number 6. List the question that the king asked the last peasant. How did the peasant answer the king's final 2 questions? The king asked the last peasant this question. When and where was such corn grown? Had he bought or sown such grain? Where was his field where he grew corn like that? Then why did the earth bear such grain then and does not anymore? Why did his grandson walk with 2 crutches, his son with one, while he did not need any? The peasant answered the king's final two questions by saying that humans had ceased to live by their own labor. Instead, they depended on others' labor. In the old times, humans lived on what they produced and did not want others had. Number D. Let's come to think and answer. Why do you think the children sold the object for a penny, whereas the travelers sold it to the king as a curiosity? The children did not realize the value of an unusual grain of corn like the one they had found and sold it to the traveler for a small amount. The traveler, however, instantly recognized its value and took it to the king, who saw its worth. Number 2. Why do you think the old man considered selling and buying grain a sin? In the olden times, people only owned their labor, not land or grain. They had no concept of money and hence did not buy or sell goods. If they bought grain, then it was sufficient, and what happens we will see next. If they bought grain, they would be buying the produce of God's land and another person's labor, which would be a sin. Number 3. The first old man used 2 crutches and his father used 1 crutch while his grandfather used none. What is the significance of this? The first old man was the youngest but the weakest of all 3 men. His father was healthier than him but weaker than his own father, who was unusually fit for his age. This indicates that as the generation progressed, health issues became more common and quality of life decreased. Now let's come to the word study. Expressions such as sow and reap, sick and tired, up and down, that have 2 words joined by a conjunction and or are called binomial expression. Now you have to circle in the word search that can be combined with these words to form some common phrases. You will do that crossword word search in your book, but the answers I will be reading for you. Leaps and bounds means very rapidly. Thick or thick and thin. Thick and thin means in spite of difficulties. Sooner or later, eventually. To and fro, backward and forward. Back and forth means from one place to another. Make or break means to be deciding factor in making repeatedly something or somebody either a success or a failure. Now comes your dictionary. Number F. This story is a parable. A parable is a short story that teaches a moral or a spiritual lesson. Look up the meaning of these terms in a dictionary. Match them with their meaning. Novella. Novella means a short novel. Fable. Fable means your number 2A. A traditional short story, especially one with animals and characters, that teaches a moral lesson. Then comes your novel. Novel means here a long story in the form of a book with imaginary characters and events. Fiction. Fiction is your writing that has made up characters and events based on the writer's imagination. That will be number C. Then number 5B. Parody. An amusing piece of writing, music or acting that deliberately copies the style of something. Then subject to verb agreement. Subject to verb agreement. The verb in a sentence agrees with the subject in number and person. A plural subject takes a verb in the plural form. The old man's eyes were clear. 2 or more singular subject connected by as well as take a verb in the singular form. Mrs. Wadia as well as her grandchild is going to watch the first Harry Potter movie. Now let's see the question. The next is, if there are two nouns and both refer to the same thing or person, the verb is in the singular. The old man said that in his days the earth and land was free. Nouns such as mathematics, news and missiles require singular verb. Like mathematics is a challenging subject. Two or more singular nouns or pronouns connected by or nor use a singular verb. Neither the old man nor his son was able to find out anything about the grain of corn. Words such as each, neither, everyone, everybody, anybody, anyone, somebody, someone, no one, nobody and each one require a singular verb. Everyone was growing his own corn. Now next. Collective nouns take a singular verb. When a collective noun is used in the plural, we use the plural form of the verb. New collections of the Leo Tolstoy stories are being ordered for library. Now, circle the correct verbs within brackets. The 2015 Bravery Award winner, the answer will be for number G, R. This is recent news. No house in the Sani Singhanapur village in Maharashtra has. Neither Mitchell's teacher nor her friend has. The answer will be has. Either the army or the navy has. Then both volume 1 and 2 of the book are available. Fill in the blanks with verbs that agree with the subject. The great poet and novelist Ruskin Bond is. Then the team of player is out in the field. More than 6 guests are. The audience in the hall is getting restless. Then either you or I is mistaken. So this is about your grammar part. Then comes your communication skill, taking the help of your parents. They will read out something and you will do this. Then comes your speaking. Speaking is your, what is that? Suppose you have to get information about a book that you want to buy. You would say, could you please tell me where I can find this book? Now frame polite questions to seek information about a hop-on, hop-off bus tour in your city. Do you know where I can find a list of all the stops on the hop-on, hop-off tour? Then the principal of your school who is not in her office. Do you know where I can find the principal or when she will return to her office? Then number 3, how to visit an uncle who works in a bank. I would like to visit my uncle, Mr. Qureshi. Could you please tell me where I can find him? Now the other one is your formal letter. We will see this part in your grammar section or paper 1.